Hi YouTube, this is a video reply for Michael, that's M-I-K-O-A-L. Sorry if I've pronounced it wrong. Going to show you how to remove the front cowl on the Daytona 675 2006. All you'll be needing are these tools here. I always keep a bit of spare rag, you never know what you're going to need it for. Depending on what type of screen bolts you got, you might need a pair of pliers, a 10mm spanner or socket for the mirrors, and then a assortment of bits. You're going to need, depending on your screen bolts, you're going to need a large flathead. Otherwise you're going to need a 5mm hex head, 5mm Allen head in England, and a driver to do it with. Here's my bike. I'll give you a real quick brief description beforehand. To remove the front cowl, there's only a few bolts. If you want to move the front cowl and the headlight assembly, which is what I suggest doing, you need these two front bolts here on both sides. You do them two and these two. I always start with them. Next off, I go on the inside here, and this is important. You have two large bolts on the inside of here up the top. You've got the bright silver one there, and you've got the slightly more dull silver one there. You're going to need to remove the inside bolt from each side. So that's the slightly more dull bolt. You would be removing the same one on the inside on this side here. You can see it just there. That's going to release your front cowl from the bracket, which goes down here. After you've done that, you're going to need to remove the front and back screen bolt from where your mirror sits. So you're going to need to remove that one, and same on the opposite side, you're going to need to remove that one and that one. Once you've removed them, you're going to need to go on the inside, and I always do this last. These two little 10mm bolts here are going to need to come off. I suggest you do them last so that you're standing on the front of the bike so you can hold the cowl when it comes loose. So it's them two there, they're 10mm. I usually use a socket set, but because I'm out on a ride at the moment, I haven't got it with me, so I'm using a 10mm spanner. So once you've done them two, the front will actually come loose. Connected to the front, you've only got one lead, which is on this side here. It's just underneath here, and that's the headlight lead. It's really easy to undo. It's just a push clip, and when the cowl's actually off, the push clip is like it dangles around here somewhere. If you're by yourself, I usually lean the cowl on my front hugger and my waist, and then just undo the clip, and then your cowl will come off. I'll give you to my trusty friend now, who's going to record for me, and I'll whip this off quickly and put it back on afterwards. Ready? Yeah, I'll take this off so that I've got somewhere to put the camera on. Right. Starting with 5mm. Oh yeah, I have a missing bolt on this side, so that's going to have to come off. If you've got aftermarket bolts, you might find that they're not a 5mm. I've seen a Pro Bolt kit which has 4mm heads. I've also seen a Pro Bolt kit which is Phillips heads, star heads as well. Right, one other piece that you're going to have to remove, I forgot to tell you about. One other piece you'll have to remove is underneath here. Underneath here you've got these little things. I believe they're called screw rivets. They're really awkward to undo. Once you've got the side off, you'll be able to put your hand in and hold the top of it, and just with a screw piece, you're going to have to undo them. But they are really, really awkward and they take some patience to get out. If you pinch the top of them, that tends to help. There we go. I'll show you in a sec what I mean by how to take them out. There we go. So,
there's one the other side.
Look at this. Yeah, no, I'm going to do this first. So when it's in the fairing, they're pushed all the way in and that makes that expand. If you just turn that by itself while it's in the fairing, as you can see, it doesn't come out. So what you need to do is push on it when it's in the fairing, push on it like that, and then unscrew it. And then what that does is it lets the screw bite into the side, and then it will come out, and then you can just pop it out. Easy to put back in. They just literally, you push them in, and then push the screw back in like that. There's one on the opposite side as well. There's a lot of wiring on this side, so you tend to find that this one's a bit of a bugger.
How much recording? 10 minutes recording?
Don't know, 10-15 minutes.
Go like 4 minutes left then.
Oh, come on, you bugger. He's just starting to come out. There we go. Alright, and then he'll pop straight out. That's N2. Alright, so that's the 2 push rivets in the bottom. Then, up on the handlebars, you've got the inside bolt. You've got the inside bolt up the top there. You want to remove him. If you take that one out, you won't actually be able to remove the cowl because he's one that's connected to the cowl frame. So with your handlebars pushed all the way forward, you should be able to get in there just. The first time I undone these, they were really, really stiff. Obviously someone's worked on the bike before me and they have put them in much, much too tight. Handlebars the opposite way, and you'll be able to go in underneath. There you go, that's them 2 bolts. Right, next you want to do your screen. Next is your screen bolts. That's why I have the cloth and the pliers, because these sometimes are really tough to take out. When you take these out, you've got to be careful because you've got something called well nuts on the inside, and they should be connected to your fairing. They should be pushed in, but sometimes when you take these off, they will drop out. So make sure you either know where they're going to drop, or you've got a spare set of well nuts. You can buy them on eBay. They do like bags of 20, 30 odd on there for like 99p. So, or if you're in America, $1. That's really bad. There you go. There's your screen. Alright. Last but not least, hopefully, you've got these bolts underneath here. These are 10mm bolts. You just want to undo them.
That's not very nice.
It's because they're tight. These are lock nuts, so the first mil or 2 of thread is going to be quite stiff because they've got nylon locks in them. Only loosen these off if I were you, just so that you're able to undo them with your fingers, because if you don't want your mirror dropping off while you're not expecting it. This is much easier with a socket set usually. Right. There we go, they're all loose now. Lucky I didn't need the pliers today. Right, you want to hold on to the mirror. Well, undoing these by hand. One, two, and that just pops out like that. And then it's the same on the opposite side, but this time you want to make sure you're leaning against your cowl, because otherwise it's just going to drop straight off. So there's one, there's two, big pocket. Right, with any luck you should just be able to slide them forward like that. So that's your cowl removed. Here's the little push fit. Like I said, I put it on the hugger and lean against it. And then at the back, you've just got that little pusher. You push that one in, slide it apart, and there you go. That is the cowl off the front of your bike. Make sure you put it on something soft. You don't want that rolling over, because they cost quite a bit. And from there you can do loads of stuff. If you take the side panels off, you can get your radiator out, you can get your clocks off, your atmospheric pressure sensors there, your tip sensors there. Of course you've got your air ram, and yeah, the whole front of the bike's yours to play with. Alright, thanks very much and see you guys later.